Action Shelf. The Action Shelf. The Action Shelf.
Welcome to the Action Shelf, the podcast that celebrates the greatness of B-action movies. I'm John Campbell.
And I'm Michael Listman.
Oh, Listman, here we are. It was only a matter of time before we got to him. Finally, Eric Roberts makes his debut on the Action Shelf.
Oh, and what a debut it was, John.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Yes, Eric Roberts, an icon of straight-to-video movies. Eric Roberts is an interesting guy because he is a real-deal actor in movies. You've seen him in major films, but in like supporting roles. But then his leading roles are in movies like this. So, yes, we are talking about 1999's Hitman's Run.
Yeah.
That's right. A movie whose poster is the most threatening thing you've ever seen.
It's literally Eric Roberts pointing a revolver at you, the audience.
Saying,
because that's how you're going to feel watching this film.
You better fucking watch my movie.
Hey, if you don't watch it, I'm going to shoot you right in your dumb face.
And also, as it proclaims, from the director of Commando.
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
Yes, director.
That's interesting because I would not have described this movie as well directed.
No, and Commando, one of the better Schwarzenegger vehicles.
Yeah, it's great.
It's
like what the movies we watch aspire to be.
Yes,
you know,
it's a crazy, dumb but fun action movie, and that's a well put together one.
Yeah,
this is clearly he had a slide in his career by the time he's directing this because Commando was 1985. This is 1999. I'm looking at his IMDb here. He did direct a movie I love from the 80s called Class of 1984, which is about a teacher in like a school full of cartoonishly evil kids who has to fight back. You know, it's a very like silly 80s thing. But I do think he falls off pretty quickly. He does direct two other movies that I've considered for this show as future episodes. Showdown in Little Tokyo, which we must speak about because it is an utterly ridiculous movie with Dolph Lundgren and Brandon Lee.
Oh, perfect. Yes.
And also a movie with a title that just belongs on this show, which is Extreme Justice. It sounds like one of our generated ones, yeah.
Yeah.
And that is Lou Diamond Phillips and Scott Glenn as a LAPD unit who secretly operate as a vigilante death squad. Which I remember seeing pieces of on cable. Yeah,
we should definitely include both of those films.
Yes, and this is not the only Eric Roberts movie he directed. So it definitely, he falls off hard from like studio movies into these kind of movies. And he's still directing to this day. He's got two movies in various states of development. But his most recent work were Dragons of Camelot and Poseidon Rex. So, and he also directed something called Pterodactyl. So,
I've seen Pterodactyl.
Well, then you've seen his work.
Oh, good. That was one of the sci-fi original films.
I've seen this too with Coolio.
Yeah.
Oh God, we might have watched this together.
It's very likely.
2005. That was definitely prime Sci-Fi Channel viewing for us.
Man, those are the days.
Those were the days. I mean, those were the days that basically inspired this podcast. We were pretty much doing this, but not recording it when we were watching those movies. So anyway, that and then the writer of this movie, Eric Barker. I want to see what else. Let's
find out about Eric Barker.
This is one of only two movies he's ever written. He also wrote something called The Base, which is a Mark Dacascos vehicle. We have yet to get to Dacascos, and also directed by Mark L. Lester. But Dacascos is inbound on this show. because he is an icon.
I don't think I've seen any of his films.
He is he's a martial arts guy though. So he's and most recently people saw him. He was the main villain in John Wick Volume 3. So
okay.
So that was kind of a big get for him as sort of a B action movie guy, but he actually got to go toe to toe with Keanu in that, which was pretty cool.
Nice.
Because he's a real deal martial artist.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the Double Dragon movie from the 90s?
No, I have not.
Okay, because he is in that.
Okay, gotcha.
He's the one that does real kung fu, and then there's also Scott Wolf.
Yeah.
He kind of just stands there.
Yeah, you got to bring in one person who actually knows martial arts, just so that the protagonist, I don't know, there's some credibility to the film, I suppose.
Right, yeah, that's sort of the thing where it's... But I just remember a lot of it being Mark Dacascos kicking everybody's ass and Scott Wolf kind of watching and just doing like kind of fight stances and moving back and forth like, yeah, get him!
Yeah, there's a lot of editing around anything he does.
Double Dragon is a movie we might cover at some point on here.
We should,
yeah.
You've sold me on it,
yeah.
John.
But anyway, this week it's Hitman's Run.
Yeah, Hitman's Run.
Because he's a hitman on the run.
And he's on the run, or is it like a run, like a string of hitman killings, or like what do you think this movie means, John?
Ooh, man.
What do you think this title is trying
starting with the big questions, Listman?
Yeah. Let's really get into this film.
Who is Tony Lazorca?
Who is Tony Lazorca? He's just an ordinary guy, except that he's also the crown prince of Hitman.
Oh, I'm so glad you also latched onto that line. Because can we also talk about he's a bad hitman in the scenes
really bad
where he's trying to like assassinate people? He's terrible at it.
He's not good. He's so not good. There's multiple examples of him being terrible at being a hitman.
The beginning of this movie, the very first scene is him not killing somebody.
Right. He's turning over a new leaf.
Yes, because
as it were.
My first note though, the first thing I wrote is mullet ! Because if we don't talk about Eric Roberts' mullet in this movie.
I loved his hair so much. It was so good. He just committed to tying his hair back in like a half-up ponytail, and I was fucking into it.
That's the key to it. It's a mullet, but he also adds that little half ponytail to it, which just transforms it into a whole different look.
Oh yeah, chef's kiss. It's perfect.
This is also
could not be more perfect.
He's rocking a mullet in '99. This isn't '89. This is '99.
This is the same year as the first Matrix movie.
Correct. Yeah.
So let keep that in context. Like the world of cinema in 1999. On one hand, there's the Matrix. Which
the Matrix is coming out.
Ground.
This is also Star Wars Episode 1 comes out the same summer.
Right.
Yeah. This is a huge. 99 is seen as the summer where movie blockbusters really jump forward in a big way.
Yeah.
Technology really comes in. It's the huge, big sort of like CGI. This movie has no evidence of that, of course.
No. You would not expect this to be made in the same year as those films.
If you told me this was 1988, I would 100% believe you. Like
100%. Yeah.
But I just
what is the story of this? What is the
give us
overview.
Let's get the plot description here. After double-crossing the crime family he used to work for, a hitman must enroll in the witness protection program. Unfortunately, he isn't very well protected. Which is true because the wholesale slaughter of FBI agents in this movie.
It's certainly something.
How many scenes are there of FBI agents like in a room supposedly protecting people, and then the door is just kicked in and they are all shot dead?
It could be the same scene, honestly. Like
it happens like 3-4 times.
Yeah. There's 3 or 4 times of FBI getting shot up while they're in a room, and there are 2 examples of a car going off of some sort of ramp and flipping in the same.
One of them,
way.
It also randomly explodes.
Right, which was the first one. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was. Which
is the first sequence in the film. One
of my favorite things in action movies is cars exploding for no reason.
Yes, I was very happy to see a car explosion. It means there's going to be at least something to look at in this film, other than, of course, Eric Roberts' beautiful hair.
Let me ask you this though, Eric Roberts. What do you think of his acting here? Because Eric Roberts can be good in movies.
Yes,
he's capable of giving good performances. I think he's really good in The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
He's
my
great
gosh.
in The Dark Knight.
So good. So good.
And I think he's been good in some other movies. We should also mention brother of Julia Roberts.
Yes, of course.
And father of Emma Roberts, who's an actress as well. But I don't think he's bad in this movie.
I mean, he's not good for sure.
No.
And again, this
what
is
is there to
something
play
that,
though?
Right, exactly. But this film, I think this podcast has broken me deeply in a way. It's not your fault, John. It's mine. I agreed to do it. But
you went willingly.
I did, and it's true. But I saw this film, and my thought was, not bad, because because compared to the shit we have seen in previous episodes. This was almost like, I mean, obviously it does not compare to Wake of Death.
No. That's still the best.
It's still by far the best.
But it is in general fairly competently made.
Yeah, and I think the first evidence of that was the car flip / explosion. I don't remember what it was. It was some sort of debris, but like the car hit this like a dumpster essentially.
Yeah.
And then exploded, and then flew into the air and flipped and rolled like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And then the guy who was driving it, who seems to be like the main villain of this movie, gets out of the car.
Yeah.
Unscathed.
And then it explodes into a giant fireball behind him as he's walking at the camera.
It explodes again. What the fuck?
How can a car explode twice? I know.
Yeah.
I did, when he got out of the car, I actually said out loud, he's still alive? Because everybody else in the car is dead, apparently. Yeah, I know. I want that music. Dun, dun, dun. Unfortunately, the music is garbage in this film.
It might be. I don't think it's the worst soundtrack.
It's in the running. There. It's really bad. It's such an afterthought. Made out of
various samples that were just lying around. You know, like it's not
right. It just feels like. Oh man, we need to put music on this, but it's gotta come out tomorrow.
You know what it did feel like, John? It felt like the kinds of things we used to put in our films.
Yes,
for like the dramatic sting, which was just in
the editing program.
The editing program.
It has that.
Like.
They are just the free sample pieces of music. Yeah.
And they're woven beautifully into a tapestry that is this score.
We got to talk about the opening scene of this movie is nuts because
it is nuts. That's true. Yeah.
Eric Roberts has been assigned. He's a hitman for the mob, and he's been assigned to kill Seymour Penny,
who's an accountant whose name is Penny.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I like later when they call him a pencil prick. And this is Eric Popik is this actor.
Oh man, I loved this character so much. He had the most nerd energy I've ever seen in a 40-year-old man.
I swear, don't kill me, no.
I have a family. Yeah. You know that I have a family.
Yeah.
Oh.
But so Eric Roberts is meeting this guy under the bridge. Yes. And he's supposed to kill him, but then all of the other gangsters are just in a car watching as an audience, and they're just going "Come on, kill him!"
Generally, if you hire a hitman to kill somebody, I mean, obviously, I'm an expert in this subject, but if you
as a retired hitman, that's why you joined the show. As a
retired hitman myself, yeah. Generally, you don't hang around where the hit is happening so that you have deniability when you're questioned about it.
Kind of why you hire other people to kill people for you, so you don't have to be there on the scene yourself. Instead, they're like, we want to see it happen.
They're very hands-on, They like to micromanage. It's one of the things about this Italian mafia that it's one of their quirks, really.
It is. Yeah, just like, hey, we just we like to get in there. We like to make sure we're getting our money's worth. And so he doesn't shoot him. He instead is like, bang, you're dead, Seymour. Get out of here, you crazy kid. Because Seymour is the accountant for the mob who's turned state's evidence. He's now an FBI informant who's turned over all of his documents to the FBI.
Yes.
And so when he doesn't kill him, then they're like, well, that's it. Now we got to take care of this.
It does bring up the question, were they there because they sensed this weakness within Tony? It's like, I mean, we got to make sure he does it.
If there was any information about almost any character in this movie, then that's possible. But this movie gets going so fast, it bothers in no way to explain anyone or any situation that's happening.
Which, frankly, I am all for with these kinds of films.
Absolutely.
I don't need to hear about these people. I don't care. Where are the explosions?
That is true. With these movies, we've said, like, if you keep these things to, like, 90 minutes or less, we're happy, really. That's like, this is a tight 93 minutes, and we're in and out.
I think that was the other reason why I enjoyed this film, was because compared to the slog that was Death Force.
This felt Death Force and The Substitute have been the longest movies we've covered on here.
Yeah,
and they both drag in ways.
They
drag.
They really do.
So we are always looking for movies on the shorter end of things. And of course, this is the first example of many times that a guy gets out of this car with an AK-47 and just blasts away at Eric Roberts and hits nothing.
Literally nothing. Nobody really gets behind cover in this film.
He's sort of half behind a pillar, but it seems like he could easily take him.
Oh, easily. But nobody gets shot. That everyone's aim, I would say, including Eric Roberts in some sequences, is atrocious.
It's. I think it's honestly the worst aim we've seen in any of these, really.
And we've seen a lot. I mean, this is coming from people who've seen a lot of the A-Team.
This is an A-Team level, because multiple times they're like firing from the hip, right? Which you shouldn't do because you can't aim.
Shouldn't do that.
But then you see the bullets bouncing on the ground in front of the guy, and you're like, but if they're aiming at their waist and straight ahead, why would the bullets hit the ground?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. It doesn't make any sense, John.
There are a lot of problems with the gun work in this movie.
If I'm noticing it, then it's very evident.
There's a lot of times the guns are clearly out of ammo, and then all of a sudden have ammo. A lot. A lot. I noticed that.
A lot of weird handling of guns, like limp-wristed, angled. Really strange choices.
It doesn't even look cool. It looks wrong. Like
it looks bad. It just looks bad. It looks like a fake gun.
It really. Also, clearly they had a lot of access to prop AK-47s because there's a ton of them in this movie. So this turns into a car chase with some shooting, but very weak, like bang, 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 shooting out the side. But my favorite part of this car chase is they speed down this road, and there's a guy buying a newspaper from one of those newspaper machines, but it's in the middle of the road.
Literally the middle of the road. It was so good.
Just so they can smash into it.
It was, I mean, you literally could have put it on the sidewalk and had, like, one of the cars, like, going halfway on the sidewalk, and you know what I mean? Like, you didn't have to put it just in the middle of the road.
I laughed, so I'm so glad they did, though, because it's one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Yeah, it's definitely up there.
Why would they put that there?
Now, just because it's called a street vendor doesn't mean you literally have to be vending in the street.
I love that. And the guy's like, "Whoa!" Is this also
where we see this coming?
Is this also where we get the random shirtless guy too?
Yes, with the big hat. Yes.
Yeah, he just has a big old hat, no shirt, and he's like, "Oh no!" Cars.
Yeah, and he's hanging out in front of the quote unquote dumpster that causes the car crash.
Because I think we see him diving away from it when the car is exploding in the air, and he's like, "Oh no!"
So what do you think? Do you think he filled whatever that container with explosives? You know,
He's just, hey, I'm just dumping these old explosives here on the side of the road.
we don't know what else to do with it.
We got to get rid of them here. They're the road's problem now. Kaboom! Uh-oh! Who would have seen that coming? Pretty hot day. I better take my shirt off, too. But I don't want sun damage, so I'll put this big old hat on. He's such a random extra that really stands out, is the thing.
I have to say the extra work, like the general performances by extras in this film might be the greatest of this podcast.
There's a lot of extras that draw attention to themselves.
Yeah. Like a lot of people getting shot in the most ridiculous ways, and just a lot of really bizarre choices.
There is no one who gets shot in this movie who doesn't go.
And like slowly like wiggles, you know.
Everybody makes a meal out of their death scene.
Yeah. It was a treat for sure.
So the car flips and explodes, as we said, and then we get our I don't know anyone's name in this movie.
Neither do I. Half the characters have two names because they're in witness protection.
Apparently, this guy's name is Paolo, but I don't remember them saying that. This guy,
the son of
the main mob boss, because it's the Catania mob.
Sounds
the Catiana mob, something like that.
Ooh.
Because it's Paolo Catiana and Dominic Catiana are the father son here, and this is Damien Chapa is this actor's name who plays Paolo, and this guy's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, he played Ken in the Street Fighter movie.
Nice.
Yeah. Now I wondered where I recognized him from. There it is. I remember watching that movie a lot as a kid. He's also he's in Under Siege, the only legitimately good Seagal movie.
He wasn't bad in this film. You know what I mean? Like he was good. I mean, the film itself was terrible, and obviously, like the script was garbage. But like, he did a decently good job at being a menacing villain. You know,
I actually don't think anybody is. Well, okay, I take that back because there are a couple bad performances. But I'd say there's actually a lot of good actors in this movie who just are given. Because we'll talk when we get to see Thomas Howell as the main FBI agent. Why is he in this? What is this character?
That character literally brought nothing to the film. Like there's literally no reason for that character to exist. I didn't understand why he was there at all.
No, but so we get this guy shooting at him, and Eric Roberts gets away, and then it's like do Eric Roberts in Hitman's Run, like and then this blew my mind when it cut to 2 years later. What? 2 years
later, now he has a family all of a sudden.
Oh, can we talk about this dad montage?
Oh my god. It went on for so long.
Well, first off, we start with some shirtless hose fun.
I do love that shirtless hose fun. It is some of my favorite pastime.
He's got his shirt off. He's watering because now he's just living in the burbs.
Yeah, you know, he's letting his hair down. You know,
literally.
Literally, yeah.
And he's spraying the lawn with the hose. Then he's spraying the little girl with the hose, and he's pushing her on the swing set, and he's teaching her how to ride a bike. And I'm just like, is this the movie now?
How long is this gonna go? You started off so quickly, and now what is happening?
Yeah, I know. It's this slow motion montage, and it's just like
it's not. Oh, go ahead.
He's a good dad. That's just what I wrote in my notes.
Yeah, but we find out that him and this girl's mother have been dating for a year.
I think they're married.
They're married?
I think so. He's got a wedding ring on.
Oh, that's really strange that, and this is part of like what was strange about Eric Roberts' performance, because I didn't buy him being a dad.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't buy him being a like caring husband necessarily.
No.
He wasn't bad at the Hitman stuff, but
because we've seen him. I mean, he plays a lot of criminals and stuff.
Exactly.
Like, he's there's a reason they cast him as Salvatore Maroni in Dark Knight, like,
right?
Because you're like, oh yeah, he's a mob boss. He's played a lot of bad guys and things, like he's the bad guy in the Expendables. You know,
right,
so it's like, he's got kind of a slimy energy about him.
Yeah. So there was something like kind of off about all of the like the montage that you just him just like trying to look fondly at this little girl, but it kind of looks creepy. You know,
you just don't buy him in these scenes. It doesn't work. And keep his shirt on.
Yeah, and also keep your. He's not in bad shape. But
no, but that's not that. But it's just weird that he has his shirt off in these
around this little girl who's actually not his daughter. Yeah, right. That is weird. John.
Because we get this moment where she calls him daddy, and it's like, oh, she thinks you're her dad now, because we never even acknowledge where her actual father is. No, he is just gone completely.
Do you think Eric Roberts killed? The first
100%. I'm certain he did.
Okay.
That was the first thing I thought. He buried that guy.
Actually, it would have been interesting if like the husband of that marriage, or the father of the daughter, was like one of his targets in the past. You know what I mean?
Well, Listman, you're trying to make this a complicated, dramatic film. I don't.
Yeah. You know, I just talk about things that I wished were in there, or movies that I wish this was.
You know, we are always trying to add legitimate human drama, stakes, and complexity to these things, and that's really our mistake. That's our bad.
Yeah. Why do we keep trying?
That's on us, man.
That's on us.
Yeah. Yeah. We know the kind of shit we're watching.
And so he takes out. Oh no, he goes to the mailbox to send something, and this felt very Deadliest Prey. You know, Deadly Prey.
Yeah, I know. This scene is insane. Both what happens in it and what it's revealed to actually be are both insane.
It's so fuck wild.
He goes to the mailbox, and he's looking at his house, and a van pulls up, and two guys get out with machine guns. And it's like, oh no, the jig is up. They've come for me like I always knew they would. Yeah. And he runs across the street, and this fight scene breaks out. Now, Listman, you are our fight guy on the show, as you know. Yeah. How do you feel about Eric Roberts handling himself in hand-to-hand combat here?
I would say the best part was the initiation of the fight, which is Eric Roberts jumping from off camera just on like at somebody. Mm-hmm. I laughed very hard when that happened. And then we rewound and watched it again because it was so good.
It's great.
The action was, it had what a lot of these films have, which is there's a lot of cutting around people who don't really have, fight training, like choreography training.
I think the thing that an upcoming movie we'll have to cover, probably when we next talk about Eric Roberts, is his martial arts film Best of the Best, which I think we'll be very curious to see how he does playing an actual martial artist in a movie. Yeah,
because there was very, very little. Very little of the action was like hand-to-hand combat.
It's mostly just him shooting people. There's a lot of gun deaths in this movie.
And I don't dislike movies that, action movies that have like guns.
Well, it feels appropriate to sort of the mob setting here. It doesn't seem like these guys would be throwing down in hand-to-hand combat.
It could be. It can still be interesting. It can still, like, the choreography can still be interesting. John Wick is a great example of that.
John Wick does amazing stuff with gun work. But even stuff like the Bourne movies do a nice mix of hand-to-hand and firearm stuff.
Yeah.
I would say this movie has some of the most boring shootouts I've ever seen in film history.
It's up there. It's no hard kill.
No,
but
it's not
it is
that.
up there.
But it is just they're not doing much with the gunplay in this film.
No, just kind of standing there and shooting at each other and missing all the time.
So he punches these guys, and then he blows one of their brains out all over his van.
Oh yeah, and doesn't he strangle somebody?
He strangles the one guy to death, and then he grabs that guy's gun and he puts it like in the mouth of the other guy and shoots him, and you see the back of his head blow out onto the van.
Yeah,
and then we come back to reality, and this was all in Eric Roberts' head.
Oh,
and they're just cable guys there to fix the cable.
Again, this could be an interesting concept that like the demons of his past keep creeping back in and sabotaging his
except
current
they
life.
Never revisit this again.
Nope.
I love they set this up like this could be a runner throughout the No. He's never. We never see his paranoia again. Basically, once the action starts, we're just in it. Like,
yeah. Basically, what happens is they immediately justify his paranoia, just like instantly. Which again, I do appreciate that they get right to it.
Yeah.
Even if there is a montage.
Well, because first they call him into the FBI, right?
Yeah.
And this is where we meet C. Thomas Howell, who's playing FBI agent Tom Hawley, I guess. Yeah.
Wait, Tom Hawley?
Tom Hawley is his name.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There's a politician who has that name.
Interesting. Yeah. And C. Thomas Howell is a good actor. He's been in a lot of stuff. He's a really, really solid actor.
Yeah.
Who I don't know why he's in this. I don't know why he took this absolute nothing of a part. I do think he actually ends up giving the best performance because he is trying to inject like intensity and stakes into his line readings.
Yes.
Did you get that sense where he's like, he knows this isn't much of a script, but he's like, I'm trying to sell that's important.
Yeah. It felt, and this isn't necessarily a criticism, but it felt very forced in a way, like very pushed. Sort of like when you get like a theater specific actor to be in a film, it can be hard to sort of like translate, and so they end up, you know what I mean?
It's a lot of just like, I got no dialogue here, so I gotta give it everything I got.
Yeah, exactly. And that's fair. And I would say he was generally, I mean, the character is literally nothing and does not impact the film.
It's
but like
incredible. It seems like he's going to be important because I'm like, oh, it's a known actor. He's being introduced as the FBI agent who handles this thing. He's going to be important. He even gets the it's C. Thomas Howell in the credits.
Why wasn't he the mole in the FBI?
That would have been more interesting. Instead, it's just a random FBI guy.
It's just a random dude. Like, why wasn't?
I don't know.
Like, I don't understand why they didn't just have one character, so they didn't have to introduce this second character after. I believe C. Thomas Howell dies, right?
Yes, he does.
Yeah. In one of the mini sequences where FBI agents.
When he died, I was like, wait, what? Wasn't he a main character? And he's just unceremoniously murdered.
Yeah.
And C. Thomas Howell's like, I'll take my money now.
Actually, here's what I think. This is my theory. He was supposed to be the informant, but then he had to go do a better film. And so they just wrote, a new person to show up at the end.
C. Thomas Howell's like, I just got an offer to do.
I gotta
get out of here, so I gotta go.
No, this is fun and all. Yeah, let me know when the premiere is.
Yeah, I just gotta go, guys.
Yeah, my Nana just called and she's making a better film than this. So I
gotta. I mean, he's certainly been in his share of crap, but he has been in good stuff as well. And as of recently, has done a lot of good stuff. Actually, it feels like he's kind of got a second wind. But
that always makes me happy when actors get like a revitalization in their career.
He does a lot of TV. He was on Ray Donovan. He was on the Netflix Punisher show.
Gosh.
Yeah, he's on Bosch. He's on AMC's The Terror. He's done some SEAL Team, several episodes of Criminal Minds. He's on The Walking Dead. So he does a lot of stuff. He's a good character actor.
Yeah.
But so they bring him into the FBI because they're like, hey, have you heard about have you heard about this punk hacker? Do you know this kid? And oh boy, because this kid hacked into the FBI database and had some fun.
Whoop whoop.
This is the worst performance and character in the movie, right?
Yes.
Brian Penny, son of Seymour Penny, played by Esteban Powell.
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
Man. This character.
Maggie recognized this actor. I think he was in Dazed and Confused.
He absolutely was in Dazed and Confused. That was his very first movie.
Yeah.
And because he is from Houston, Texas, where that movie shot, and they cast a lot of locals. He's been in stuff. He's
been in stuff, but this, I'm so hesitant to judge somebody off of one performance, but like this performance is so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah.
The writing is terrible because he's very clearly supposed to be the comic relief character.
Oh yeah.
But all of his snarky jokes are stupid and make no sense. Like I wrote down one where was it? Oh shit. Where was it?
I mean, he's got so many jokes throughout the movie. I at a certain point watching the movie, I just went, this guy's never going to stop, is he? It's just never going to stop.
Yeah. I should also mention that it looks like he's in his late 20s. I looked it up. Apparently he was 25 when he filmed this.
And he's supposed to be 17.
It's supposed to be 17. I was guessing he was in his 30s.
Easily.
Yeah. Yeah, like the stubble that he had and the lines on his face.
He's a hard-looking 25 even.
Yeah.
But 17? Get 17. Out of town, Hitman. Run.
Yeah, and he has what I can only describe as like an early Ewan McGregor look. You know, he's got like the like bleached, like spiky hair. He's
Train Spotting era Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, Train Spotting specifically.
Yeah, definitely.
And his outfit was strange. It was a sweater vest.
Just a sweater vest.
Just a sweater vest.
Wearing like a tank top. He's wearing like a knit sweater vest like a tank top.
And baggy pants.
Yeah.
This is also an era of fashion as well as filmmaking where people wore things that were like maybe 2 sizes too big. So everybody's suits were so big that they made them look like children.
Here's the thing about this guy, though. I hate to break this to you. Lisbon, you think the bleached spiky hair, that was for the character, right? Nope. His IMDb profile picture features this hair. That's his look.
He brought a little of himself to the character.
He did. He's got that same stupid hair just in his like headshot here on IMDb.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it. You know what this gave me sort of a vibe of, sort of like an essence of, was the relationship between Bruce Willis and Justin Long in Live Free or Die Hard.
Yes, that is better version of this.
Yes.
Number one, actually funny actor. Justin Long.
Yeah, Justin Long is hilarious.
Yeah, and good writing. And real character. Like, he's not just a fountain of jokes and comic relief. He has real emotions throughout the movie and stuff like that. And they actually, that's a way better version of the tough guy and the like funny nerdy character.
Yes.
No, this guy is. By the way, Esteban Powell has not acted since 2015. So,
no, really?
Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like maybe his career has hit the skids. Can I also talk about at this time? Or right around this time, this will come as no surprise. He was the spokesperson for Mountain Dew.
John, his hair already told me that.
I'm like, how is this even trivia? Of course he was in multiple Mountain Dew commercials. Because you can totally picture this guy going, you got to do the dew, man.
Do the dew, bro.
I mean, he is introduced in this film on a skateboard.
Yep.
The first time we see him in the movie, he is rolling into camera on a skateboard.
he rolls into his meeting with the mob on a skateboard.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What up, bros?" That's not. He doesn't actually sound like that, but
yeah. But this information that the FBI database, specifically the witness protection, has been hacked. That sends our Eric Roberts here on. He's like, "Oh no, we got to move my family," and they're like, "Nah,
we can't. Sorry."
Yeah. And he's like, "Well, then,
what are you gonna do?"
Then I got to go handle this myself. And he leaves the office. And C. Thomas Howell turns to his supervisor. He's like, "Understand? Why can't we move his family?" And I wrote down his exact line: "He's a killer, not your fucking bowling partner." One of the things this movie does ask us to do is completely forget the fact that Eric Roberts was a merciless murderer for years and years.
I mean, we're assuming he was literally called the Crown Prince of Hitman in this movie.
I mean, just a vicious monster of a man, clearly, at some point.
Yeah.
But we met him only at the exact moment he decided not to kill somebody, so we like him.
I do really like that there is literally zero explanation for this change. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
what initiated this change of heart if he was such a brutal assassin before?
The movie has no interest in exploring that.
No interest in exploring any character depth. Yeah.
No, I mean, it's so insane how ill-defined Eric Roberts' character is.
Yeah.
He's a hitman who loves his family. These are the only things we know about him.
Yeah.
You
know what else is a better Hitman movie than this? Leon the Professional.
Oh,
you know,
absolutely. It's one of the best. That's a great movie.
Oh, I love that film so much.
That's an amazing. That's like an all-time classic.
Yeah, I would rather watch that movie.
Such a great movie.
Yeah. Maybe I'll watch it tonight as a palate cleanser.
You should. That's a great movie. So he comes home and immediately starts packing his stuff.
Yeah,
because it's time to go to work. And I do love this emotional. We get a lot of these in this movie where she's his wife, girlfriend. I don't know what their relationship is.
It doesn't matter.
The lady in this movie is like, "Don't go." And I thought, wait a minute, does she know that he was a hitman then?
Yeah, I was also wondering that. Yeah,
she doesn't. She just knows he must be something. He must be running from some kind of past. She's surmised that from their time together.
What could it be? Could it be the fact that he actively doesn't talk about anything about him past 2 years ago?
Is it the fact that you've never ever mentioned your past and actively avoided it anytime it's even remotely come up?
Is it because this man appeared in town suddenly without explanation and then very quickly latched onto your family?
Maybe that could be it. And he's like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna handle this."
And this actress playing the girlfriend wife was given a lot of emotional scenes in the sense that all she did was cry. Which
I said almost every scene she's in, she's emotionally overcome by whatever's happening.
And it wasn't good. Very clearly they did the trick where they like put tears on somebody's face.
Well, I will say this actress Farrah Fork is her name. Great name.
Yeah.
She, I know her primarily as a comedic actress. She was on Wings, the sitcom.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So it was kind of weird to see her in this because I think of her as sort of once again like a comedic actress. She's also in Heat, one of the greatest movies ever.
Okay.
And just a small part in that, but still.
And that is why I don't judge people for just watching.
Well, because this whole movie is just supposed to be like, "Why are you doing this? I love you," you know. She is also the voice of Big Barda in the DC animated stuff, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, a lot of her scenes are like, "Don't go, I love you." They have zero chemistry. I mean, none whatsoever.
Absolutely none.
And the movie has basically no interest in their relationship in any way.
Nope. It doesn't really have any interest in anything, I would say.
It's just like, let's get to the next shootout.
Anything in particular, there's nothing.
Because once he leaves, the wife and daughter are just props in the movie.
Yeah.
Particularly the daughter. The daughter is literally unconscious for the entire climax of the film.
That also because she gets knocked out by some sort of injection, and the way
fastest working sedative ever.
He clearly
he
just
should have
used
just chloroformed. He should have just chloroformed her. That I would have believed that more.
The way that he did it was not how you like. He just stuck it full, and it was a big needle, like full into this tiny girl's arm. It's like that would almost go through.
I know.
Her arm.
Did you want to see it come out the other side?
Yeah.
Oops, I brought too big a needle.
So clearly not a phlebotomist, this guy.
No. Meanwhile, so he heads to the city, Eric Roberts, where he runs into one of his old mob contacts. And this guy, thankfully, gives us our first nominee for one-liner of the movie, which is when he sees Eric Roberts, he says, "Oh, I'm seeing a Jersey ghost here in La La Land." This is the guy he meets like in the car lot.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. I was thinking it was the other guy who you meet later.
It's weird that they're not the same guy.
Yeah. Because they does that a lot.
They're both sort of like heavy set Italian mob stereotypes.
Right. Yeah.
Because when that other guy shows up, I thought, oh, it's this guy coming back. No, it's not. It's a different guy.
Yeah. This movie they could have combined so many characters to make it a more streamlined. I can't talk. You know what I mean?
Streamlined, yeah.
Streamlined. Oh my God, is that a Mountain Dew flavor, John?
I don't think it is, but it is. It will be now.
Streamline. Extreme lime.
Extreme lime. EX-stream lime.
There we go. We got it.
We've done it.
Mountain Dew, we will be expecting our check.
No, take the E off. Just the X-stream.
Yeah, exactly.
Extreme lime.
We will be expecting our check in the mail.
We'll be taking a cut of the sales on that. Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously.
I'm seeing a Jersey ghost here in La La Land.
Yeah.
I don't understand, because it is sort of this thing where like they're all these Jersey mobsters, but they're all in LA for some reason.
That's what was confusing.
I don't know what.
If I'm not mistaken, the first scene was in New Jersey, and it's like New Jersey.
Correct.
I don't remember it saying. Oh no, I do remember it saying it was California.
Yeah.
I just assumed it was still New Jersey because everybody was using stereotypical New Jersey accents.
And even this line here, I'm seeing a Jersey ghost in La La Land, but it seems like the entirety of the mob organization has moved to Los Angeles.
So that could be an interesting plot point. Why did the entirety of this, mob organization move across country?
Yeah,
there could be an interesting story there.
Well, because this is where both our main character and Mr. Penny have moved with witness protection. So I understand the idea of sending killers to kill them here, but why would the entirety of the mob move here? That's weird.
Yeah, it's unclear.
I don't know. Including every mobster he ever knew, basically.
Yep. They all live in Hollywood now.
Yeah.
So.
But instead, this is where he goes here to get a gun because he needs a rifle, and the guns in this movie. The rifle he's chosen, he needs a distance rifle with a scope on it, and it's an AK-47 with a scope on it. That is the worst goddamn choice. What is he doing?
I don't know. I mean, it makes sense because in the scene where he's sniping this meeting,
he does a horrible job.
Hit anyone. He barely hit. I think he eventually hits somebody, but like it takes a long time. Like, why does he have a scope? I just don't understand why you would put a scope on a machine. I mean, obviously they weren't thinking too hard about it. Like they weren't like, oh, nobody's gonna know what a sniper rifle looks like, so we'll just put a scope on it.
We definitely do.
We do. It's not, I don't know the specific.
No, but you don't have. But you can see that's not one.
It's very clearly a machine gun, and he fires it like one.
Yeah, and also he's got a bipod on the front of it, like you would put down, that he doesn't use. So why even add that?
I don't know,
because he's just holding it. He also doesn't take a sniper position. He's just in an open field. He's not hidden in any way. Because, by the way, it's the middle of the day, and these mobsters are openly brandishing firearms in a populated park in Los Angeles.
Like mob do.
And this is where, our cool hacker dude rolls up on his skateboard to go, here's that disc you wanted, brah. Because it's a CD-ROM.
Cowabunga.
Yeah, because it's 1999. And it's like, okay, bro, where's my money? Oh, I know his big thing is I want to know where my dad is.
Hey, have you seen my dad? I'm looking for my dad.
Because at the end, in this
Never
movie,
met him.
In this movie, listen, once again, this is the heart of this character. He just wants to know his father.
I mean, yeah, he just wants to see where he came from.
Yeah,
you know?
I just want to know I wasn't a mistake.
You were. I can say that.
Yeah,
with certainty, you were.
And then he takes a couple shots, hits no one, and then it just turns into a big old shootout in the middle of this park in broad daylight. Yeah,
because the kid doesn't he says something that pisses off the mobsters, and they're gonna kill him, right?
Yeah,
because this quote unquote kid,
this 35-year-old, 17-year-old.
Some of the things he says while he's in immediate danger of death are very strange. He clearly has no will to live.
No. And once again, these guys are just like, whatever, we're going to shoot this kid in front of a bunch of witnesses because you can see like families in the background of these shots.
Picnicking and, they're
it's a park on in the middle of the day. It's a beautiful sunny day. They're around a lake. It seems like a nice park where you take your kids.
Were there any night scenes in this movie?
No.
I was just about
you're
to say,
right.
I know
aren't.
Why. I know why, because that
Lights,
would be hard to
that's
light.
expensive. No, wow, I didn't think about it. You're right. I don't think we ever see night in this movie, to the point where it really begs the question of how long is this movie taking place during?
It's all one day.
It seems like it's all one day, yet Eric Roberts keeps changing his clothes. But then other characters don't change their clothes. Like this hacker guy never wears anything else.
He just wears that weird sweater.
And I also think the wife and the daughter wear the same thing the whole movie.
Yes. They do.
So
I think Eric Roberts just likes to change it up.
It's like a Madonna concert. He's making 8-9 costume changes a show.
Exactly. He has his early morning outfit, and then he has his sort of brunch time, sort of lounge wear.
I dress
and then
by mood.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a smattering of outfits.
But here's the thing: if you notice, he's always wearing the same shoes, and they're like Michael Jordan basketball shoes. Because I feel like this is an Eric Roberts thing where he's like, I'll be in the movie, but I'm wearing comfortable shoes from start to finish.
Yes. Yeah. That's hilarious.
Because they're so ill-fitting, and they stand out and look weird as for his character. You're just like, I'm sorry, these shoes feel good, and that's what I'm wearing in this film.
I feel like Eric Roberts was very comfortable while just filming the movie. He wasn't doing anything too strenuous. He just kind of leisurely strolls.
I was going to say, there's no scene where he runs. He does the lightest jog a couple times.
Yeah.
Sort of
I don't think he broke a sweat during the entirety of this
He's
film.
always in like kind of loose shirts and pants.
Mm-hmm.
He's always just like, I am unbothered by anything in this movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's no big stunts. Well, the only big stunt for him is at the end when he's swinging on that rope.
And what a stunt that was, John.
Yeah, I know. He swung on a rope outside of a boat, then back onto the boat.
Yeah. Oof.
So then they start shooting, and it turns into another shootout, and then another car chase. He tells the hacker kid to get in the car with him.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
And I just thought, is this just going to be the movie? People go somewhere, there's a shootout, and then a car chase. And that is kind of what the movie is.
That is pretty much what it is, yeah.
But so then this turns into a car chase, and yes, another flipping car. Yeah. And this time it hits like a trailer on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And
But
this one,
it didn't explode this time.
it doesn't explode, but this one does a full like 360 corkscrew move through the air.
Yeah.
So they make up for the lack of explosion with that.
But it's the same dude in the car. It's as the first one.
Yeah.
It
happened again.
It keeps happening. Like, he should know better by now, you know?
I know.
Yeah.
Full corkscrew. And now, because he's caused so much mayhem, C. Thomas Howell has taken it on himself to rescue Eric Roberts' family.
Yes.
And
against the wishes of his superior.
Yeah, and though that
I was assuming was going to be the mole because he was so resistant to helping.
Another character that could have been the mole instead of random FBI agent who appears late in the game.
Late in the game has a vaguely Travolta-esque face. It's uncomfortable.
Oh man, stay tuned, everybody, for some Travolta movies on here. They're coming. It's only a matter of time until we get Travolta on this show.
Yeah.
So they pull them out of the house, and once again she's like, "What's going on? I'm terrified." This poor woman. So you just want me to be upset again? Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, just do your best.
Yeah. I love the scene of Eric Roberts interrogating the hacker kid because he is just slapping the shit out of him.
Yeah, and this is where I knew this character was absolutely the worst. Eric Roberts says, "You need to trust me," and the kid says,
"Oh, is this
I don't trust anyone."
Okay.
Is it the same? Did you write this?
No,
down
I
as
didn't.
well?
Go for it. I have something else he says on the scene.
I don't trust anyone because people have told me that God is dead and Elvis is alive, and I'm like, what? What?
That is a great line.
Weird. That's weird. His lines proceeded to get weirder and dumber.
Well, because he in the same scene has our second nominee for one-liner of the movie.
Okay,
which is Eric Roberts says, "You got to stay with me," and he goes, "Hey, I'm sticking to your ass like cheap toilet paper."
Oh God, John, it's so gross. It's not funny. It's
sticking to your ass like cheap toilet paper. Yep.
God.
Because that one isn't really a one-liner where you said it is just a super weird line. I'm glad you wrote that down because that also I was like, I'm sorry.
I can't follow. I don't follow why he said that. I don't know why. So
now, and I'm like, oh God, he's gonna be the sidekick for the whole movie.
Yep. That is. Talk about chemistry between characters. These two, oh my gosh,
mother of God,
it's electric.
Yeah, it's crackling every scene with them. Just the back and forth banter.
Yeah, the rapport. So
it's like an old
solid
screwball comedy, man. Bam, bam, bam.
Exactly. Yeah.
Machine gun fire dialogue, really. No, Eric Roberts actually says very little in the movie. He's really just like he has almost no one-liners as the hero of this movie.
He gets the one at the end.
Oh yeah, I have two written down for him. There's also a distinct one where they set one up and don't do it. That actively pissed me off, and we'll get to it because I wrote it
down. Great, I can't wait.
So then we cut to Seymour Penny, accountant, because his name is Penny, so he has to work with money.
Now I get it.
You see, very clever.
Okay,
they were really thinking on this script.
Wow.
And he's in a hotel room with FBI agents who's talking about like, boy, I sure hope nothing bad happens to me. Boom, the door gets kicked in, all the FBI agents get shot. And this is throughout the movie, this keeps happening. I just kept thinking, why doesn't the FBI station anyone outside?
Yeah.
Like all the FBI agents are always protecting people in a room. Not like they have nobody outside going, there's a car coming and people have guns.
Yeah, they don't really do that.
They're never ready for this.
FBI's MO.
They just never ready.
No. They just take it as it comes, like they just roll with the punches.
I think in actuality, the witness protection program is pretty effective, but in movies it's always just garbage.
It's always the worst. Yeah.
Like you don't often hear about people being killed while in witness protection. Like that doesn't I think it's okay the way it's run.
I mean, I don't know enough about it to make a judgment call.
I don't
one
either,
way
but
or
I also
another.
think it's like oftentimes it feels like it's not worth the mob's time or effort to really try to track these people down.
Yeah, this certainly isn't a common occurrence. This
No,
kind of thing.
it's
That
or
seems
if
to
it
happen
is,
in
it's
most
like
movies.
one of the best episodes of The Sopranos when Tony takes his daughter to look at a college and he sees a guy who he knows turned evidence. It's not that he was even. He just goes, "I know that guy, so I got to kill him."
Yeah.
Great episode of The Sopranos. But
Another thing much better than this film.
oh my god! I mean, you mean like a highly researched and realistic show about the mob? Yeah, with some world-class actors, like all-time great actors in it, and some of the best writing ever on television. No, I'll stick with Hitman's run. Yeah. So they're all dead, and now the mob has Seymour Penny.
Very, very sad. Who could have seen this coming?
Yeah, they have him, and I don't fully know what they want from him.
Well, they want the list of names, people in witness protection.
That's
right?
what the kid has.
Yeah, that's what the kid has.
So they want to know what information he gave the FBI. Then Seymour, or are they using Seymour to get the kid?
That's what I assumed.
Okay.
They were using Seymour to get the kid.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Eric Roberts has tracked the mob down to a sink warehouse. You're talking about how little money is spent in this movie because so many scenes are in like warehouses.
Well, at least it's not all the same warehouse.
No, it's still always better than everything's always better than Hard Kill. I don't know if we're ever gonna find anything as bad as that movie.
I don't think.
And
I
shudder to think if we ever do.
what that could even look like.
But Eric Roberts opens up this big wooden crate filled to the top with cocaine.
Do you think there was more cocaine in this movie or in The Substitute?
Man, I think we see more cocaine in this movie, but the implications of what they're doing with the cocaine means there is more cocaine around in this scene. But in terms of loose piles of cocaine, I think The Substitute still wins.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
But Eric Roberts opens up this crate and then puts his finger in it like he's going to taste the cocaine, but he doesn't like dip it in. He pulls out a whole, like, it's a scoop of coke.
Like a lot of cocaine.
Because usually when you see like cops do it in movies, which by the way is not a thing cops do in reality, as people have pointed out, because it could be anything and it could kill you.
Yeah,
let's take that to the lab.
Cocaine. Yeah.
But even when they do it, it's like T.J. Hooker would put a pinky in it and dip it in and taste it.
Yeah.
Instead, he just like 2 fingers scoops it into his mouth, like, and he's like, good shit.
He rubs them in his gums for a little bit.
Oh, I've missed you, cocaine. Then you start singing Eric Clapton's "Cocaine." It's really weird.
It's an uncomfortable 20 minutes of the film where he's doing this.
And so then they're looking in the sink warehouse and they find a bottle of polymer, which that's not a thing, right? Polymers are a classification of thing, not a thing unto themselves. Things are right. Polymers. They aren't. Polymer isn't a substance, I don't believe.
Yeah, it's like a state, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things are classified as polymers.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I neither of us are scientists, so
believe it or not, I know you tuned in.
Yeah, you assumed we had expert testimony about about science and scientific theory, but unfortunately we do not.
Well, okay, so here's the polymer. This is the definition. A substance that has a molecular structure consisting chiefly or entirely of a large number of similar units bonded together, e.g. many synthetic organic materials used as plastics and resins. Yeah. Polymers. It is a type of thing. It is not a thing unto itself.
It could make sense. I mean, maybe they're just being vague. It's a polymer. It's one of.
I guess they're the mob. They don't know what it is, so they just call it polymer.
I guess. And I guess that is what it's supposed to do, because it is then revealed that
because
the
that's the thing.
synths
He's like,
are
what are they using this
cocaine.
to cut the coke? And the kid's like, no, man, it's a bonding agent. He's like, oh, I see the game here. They are making syncs out of cocaine.
First of all, that's not the best thing to be turning your cocaine into if you want to, maybe not something that
Then you got to
is
break it back
actively
down into cocaine.
yeah, exactly. It's
But
very stupid,
they're getting it past customs with this, man.
yeah, got him.
And
Yeah,
he's just
and
like, but I love that Eric Roberts being like, of course.
I should have known. He should have known. He worked for the mob.
But
He
also-
literally should have known.
Also, none of this matters to the plot at all.
Nope, doesn't come up after he leaves this warehouse. It's never brought up again.
Nope. What does it matter that they discover this?
It doesn't.
They're just here. It's another excuse for a shootout because some guys walk in
Mm.
and start shooting at him.
Oh my god. Is this the scene with the man in the forklift?
No, let me see here. Cocaine making so much automatic weapons fire. No, I don't have that written down here. I know I have
Okay.
that. I think that's a different warehouse.
It's a different I don't remember there being different warehouses. I only saw this movie yesterday and it's bleeding together.
No, sorry. This is that scene. You're right. I have it
Okay.
written here.
Oh my god.
This
I
guy
loved this man. This man was having so much fun. You can tell on his face that he loved driving this forklift through
he drives
shit.
a forklift through a bunch of stuff and right at Eric Roberts, and literally he's going
Going maybe 5 miles an hour, maybe
he's
10.
cackling like a madman.
And, like, doing nothing. Like, that's not gonna kill Eric Roberts.
No, he's got him on the forklift at one point, and then this is really insane. Eric Roberts has got like a submachine gun, and he just blasts this guy right in the chest with a burst of gunfire, and the guy just gets back up and comes at him again.
And this guy, we haven't explained what this man looks like. He is a very large, fairly imposing figure.
Yeah.
Bald head,
Yeah.
except for the back, and he has a long braided ponytail going
He's
down.
a great looking action movie henchman.
A great henchman.
But he's not wearing a vest because we see the blood explode out of his chest
No,
when he gets
he
shot,
just
and then he's still just like, I'm not dead yet. And then Eric Roberts just shoots him some more, and this time he does die. But I thought, what did I just see?
We don't know. We don't know that he didn't die.
Yeah, the only thing I thought is he on like PCP because like that's the thing, where cops shoot a guy like 10 times and he's still coming at him.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a problem in the 80s and 90s. I don't know if it's happening today, but
Yeah, they need to. This mob needs to stop paying their henchmen in PCP.
Yeah. This guy's
Just-
on angel dust, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, it turns into, once again, people are just firing wildly with machine guns, hitting nothing. Eric Roberts does eventually kill a lot of them. And then the way they get out of this is a car speeds in and a guy's like, get in. And it's a different heavy-set mob, old friend of Eric Roberts.
It's not clear why it wasn't the guy before.
No, because I
it
thought
could have
like,
been.
it's got to
It
be
should have
that
been.
guy.
Yeah.
It's not.
No. It's another guy.
I don't know what to make of this.
I don't know why. I don't know why it was necessary to do it at all.
So this is Joe Vitarelli, an actor who has played a mobster in about any movie you can think of.
I mean, he looks the type for sure.
Yeah, he's in the Analyze This and That movies, the Robert De Niro, Billy Crystal movies.
Yeah.
He's in Woody Allen's Bullets Over Broadway. He's in the Schwarzenegger movie Eraser. He's in Mickey Blue Eyes, which is a Hugh Grant mob movie. He's in a movie called Mafia. This guy was a professional mob actor, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got that kind of look to him.
He does. I'm looking to see if he ever was in the mob. No.
Oh, that would be so good, though.
There are a number of actors who were in the mob and then turned into, that has happened, but it's not him, unfortunately. But he really does seem the type. And he comes and he's like, get in the car. And everybody has the same attitude with Eric Roberts in the movie. Like, I'm saving you, but I also hate you. Because they're all mad at him for leaving the mob. And there's this running thing throughout the movie where he talks about, I've got a family now. It's like, what about your old family? The family.
Was it revealed why this guy saved Eric Roberts? Why not just let him die?
He talks about, he's his mentor, right? He says, I taught you everything you know.
Yeah.
But then he also puts a gun to his head later.
Right. So why not just let him die, or why not just kill him yourself? Like, why? I don't understand why he keeps Eric Roberts and this truly irritating teenager, quote unquote.
He does have our next nominee for one-liner though with this teenager when the guy's like, "So you guys are a couple of hitmen, huh? How much would it cost for you to take somebody out? How much would it cost for you to hit somebody hard?" And then his old mentor backhands the kid and goes, "Sometimes it's free."
Which I'd say is a pretty good line.
I like that one. I
literally thought if I was a hitman, that is how I would respond to that. It's like, shut the fuck up. Yeah. Do you know who you're talking to?
Sometimes it's free. So they drive to this guy's bar, nightclub. I don't know what this is. And this is where he puts a gun to his head and he's like, "You abandoned the family. I had to kill you." And he gets in another one-liner here, this guy. He gets two. Because he puts the gun to his head and he says, "I can't shoot you in the heart. You don't have one." Not bad.
It's amazing.
Both of his lines are good.
Yeah, in a very short period of time. He's not in this film for very long, but, he gets some good lines for sure.
But here's the scene that we have to talk about the editing of this. Because he's got the gun to Eric Roberts' head.
Yeah.
And the hacker kid puts his hands in handcuffs. He goes,
"Oh my God. I don't understand."
So the kid puts himself in handcuffs and says, "Sorry to interrupt, guys, but I need a little help here." Then it cuts to the outside of the building. Then it cuts back in. The kid is now out of the handcuffs. The old mentor is gone, and Eric Roberts is just like sitting in the bar, and the kid's like, "Thanks for getting me out of those handcuffs." And I thought, what happened?
I was so flummoxed by why did the kid put himself in handcuffs? I thought he was gonna like do some kind of trick to get out of this situation because the person he's with has a gun to their head. But no, he's just like, "Hey, what?
Get the handcuffs here.
I put myself in handcuffs."
He turned into Tweety Bird from the Looney Tunes.
Yeah,
apparently.
we really like this person. I don't know if you...
Huge fan of his performance. We got to seek out his other movies. But just there's a gun to his head, he's in handcuffs, and then it just cuts outside, and then it cuts back in, everything's fine.
It's so weird.
What happened?
It's so weird.
And then
I'm assuming there's a scene that they cut out.
It has to be because this doesn't make any sense. We missed the resolution of this, and then for the rest of the time that he's in the movie, his mentor is not trying to kill him again.
Yeah, so something important happened between those two characters. And that was initiated by this dumb, stupid 30-year-old teenager saying, "Hey, I accidentally handcuffed myself." So somehow that led to we have our differences have been set aside for our common goal. Yeah, it's like
I'm kidding, because it almost seems like they were like, "Hey, look at this dumb kid. Yeah, look at him. Oh wait, we love each other. Come here."
Right, exactly. Yeah.
But whatever, that happens off screen.
Yeah, I'm assuming footage was lost or something, and they didn't bother to refilm.
Hey, we lost some of the film. Whatever. There is once again absolutely no trivia on the IMDb for this movie. There is no information about the making of this movie. I also don't appear to have any budgetary information, because normally I'd ask you to guess the budget on something like this. But
incalculable.
Who knows? They couldn't have spent much based on watching it. Because you watch this for a second, you're like, oh, this is pretty damn cheap.
There's that cool explosion at the beginning, but nothing else.
Oh, there's really no other explosions in the movie.
Nope.
We got the one. We spent all our money on that. So Eric Roberts is like, all right, this isn't going to finish till I finish it, so I got to go kill all the mobsters. Kid, you stay here in this nightclub. He's like, why are you going to leave me behind? And then he's just like my dad left me behind. And we get this emotional moment where he's like, don't leave me, Eric Roberts.
Don't leave me like my father left me in the foster care.
And the music starts doing that, like, I never had a father.
You're the closest thing to a father figure I've ever had.
But I also thought, like, isn't it probably safer to stay here with the armed guys of this other mobster?
Significantly,
than go with Eric Roberts?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, because while they're having this conversation, a car full of gangsters pulls up to the nightclub, gets out with automatic weapons, and then just starts shooting up the place.
Yep.
There are so many times in this movie where, like, a scene is happening, and then just a car full of gangsters pulls up, and they get out and open fire.
They're just waiting for the scenes to start, They're just waiting.
It just feels offset. Like the writing of this movie is just like, how do I get out of this scene?
Something's got to happen here. I don't know.
Gangsters show up and shoot.
Yeah.
Because, then it turns into the shootout in the nightclub.
Which is just as boring as every other shootout that's happened in this film.
Because it's always just guys standing firing guns. Nobody's doing, like, big dives through the air or anything. We don't have any kind of John Woo sort of moments in this thing. There's no physical fighting. You realize how boring watching people just stand still with guns are.
Yeah.
You're just like,
it's
oh, wow.
really boring. Yeah.
Ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. It's just like, wow.
Yeah, and just cuts back and forth, and forth.
And they're all missing all the time.
Yeah.
Except for they do hit his mentor, who dies here. But he says he hated being his witness protection guy, so at least he died a mobster.
Yeah, lovely. What a beautiful arc to a beautiful character. Truly one of the greats.
Yeah. This character had a name, didn't he?
Yeah.
Jimmy.
He's Jimmy, and his fake name was
Howard Sussman.
Howard Sussman. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a character named Benny the Bash. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either. Although I do remember somebody named Benny, but just not.
So maybe that's this character. I don't know, but he's listed on IMDb as Benny the Bash. Another guy who's that I looked up, the guy who plays Benny the Bash. He's played a gangster in like 100 movies. He plays a lot of goons, henchmen, bouncers, which adds up. So the mentor is killed, and they got to get out of there.
Yeah.
We don't get another car chase, though, because we've spent our money.
Yeah. We're out of cars.
We got to save up for the boat at the end of the movie. Oh, no, wait. Is this where they capture? They capture Eric Roberts here.
Oh, I forgot this happened.
They knock Eric Roberts out, and it goes to black. And I was like, commercial. This really does feel like something that would have been on TV.
Yeah.
No, they capture him, right? Because then the crooked FBI agent who reveals himself here.
Right, but has no relation to
I don't know who this guy
either
is.
of the characters, so the reveal doesn't mean anything.
But somehow he's gotten the information of where Eric Roberts' family is, because he calls the mob and tells them that.
Well, he works for the FBI, John. And as we all know, the FBI just says stuff out loud all the time.
And so we have C. Thomas Howell and two other FBI agents who are talking to Eric Roberts' family in this hotel room. When, what's this? A car full of gangsters?
Who would have... Literally the next scene. Who would have seen it coming?
They just get out. They kick in the door and murder these FBI agents and C. Thomas Howell.
Rinse and repeat, you know? It's
I can't believe this.
How does the FBI keep falling for this?
Half the FBI is dead now. Like, half their agents are gone. You don't often hear about that. We lost 15 FBI agents today.
Yeah. In 3 shootouts that were exactly the same.
We never saw them coming.
We really need to start having lookouts, but you know, bureaucracy gets in the way.
Do you think we should have put a guy outside? Maybe not have all of our agents in the room. Not even looking at the door or anything. There's not even a guy looking out the window of the room.
Nobody across the street looking out, you know,
because they never see them coming until they've already kicked in the door and are shooting.
Eric Roberts is right to not trust the FBI to do their job.
Not in this movie, absolutely
not. In this movie. Yeah. No.
And this is where they inject the little girl with something that instantly knocks her out.
Yeah, gives her the horse tranquilizers, yeah.
Then we get one of the most insane things in this movie, which is our villain is the son of the mob boss, waking up the unconscious Eric Roberts by holding a dead rat under his nose.
I didn't understand why. Why?
Because he says felt appropriate, you know, because he's a rat.
Oh, yeah.
But I like that he wakes him up with it, then he just throws it.
I really wanted him to take a bite out of it, you know? That's what I wanted from this film. It would set a tone for an interrogation for sure.
It would, man. I will tell you anything. You see a guy take a bite out of a rat? You're not hiding any info from that guy.
Yeah, this guy will do anything.
Oh my God, if he'll do that, imagine what he'll do to me. He just tortured himself, basically. But here's another scene where I just thought, these are such butthurt mobsters, because they're like, how could you do it? How could you abandon us? We were your family.
There was definitely some tension here, some sexual tension between Tony and Paulo.
I thought about this. Yeah, I was watching. I was going like, this seems like erotic.
Yeah.
Eric
Especially when
is all sweaty.
Yeah.
And he's got his arm around him and he's talking real close.
Yeah. He's breathing in his ear. He's just whispering in his ear, telling him sweet nothings.
I thought, this is so weird. The way they're playing this is so intimate and hot.
It felt very much like it could have been in the movie Ghost, you know? Like it had a very
it's that level of intimacy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
Oh.
There's a history between these two, isn't there?
It cuts to like them like sculpting, you know, pottery.
Oh, my love, my darling. Yeah. Remember the good times, Tony?
Hey, remember what we used to do together when we used to do hits together, you know? We'd hold hands. Well, we'd strangle somebody but at the same time, you know? Those are the good times.
So then he hog ties him with the noose around his neck so that when his legs relax, he'll strangle to death.
Mm-hmm.
And then they bring in the hacker kid, and I love this scene where he's like, you listen to me, hacker kid. You're costing me watching the person I hate the most die. So now you're the person I hate the most.
Oh, yeah. Good line. Wow.
And the whole thing is, we need you to hack the rest of the files from the FBI.
Using this computer from the early 1980s.
It is the first laptop that they have on.
Yeah.
It's the size of like 5 bricks, and it's huge and heavy. I remember we had one of these laptops when I was a kid. My mom had one of these. That also, they don't show it here, had the gigantic cord with the big, power pack thing in the middle of it.
Yeah, this computer was set up in the middle of a mostly empty room, which was a weird choice.
They must have had a gigantic extension cord.
Right,
it's just another warehouse, basically.
Why is there okay, is there like I don't understand like it. How does this
How is he
access the
hacking?
internet?
Yeah, because that's the other thing. You had to plug into the internet at this point.
Yeah. So like why does this warehouse have
It's wired for internet, and
it's got fiber optic, John.
Yeah, man.
Obviously.
They were on the cutting edge at this point in this warehouse.
Yeah.
And they're not like in an office in the warehouse. They're just in the middle of the warehouse. It's sitting on a barrel. The computer is just sitting on top of a barrel.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Eric Roberts, of course, has untied himself.
Oh, yeah.
From the
like
thing.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Because they didn't check to see if he had the key to the handcuffs in his pocket.
Yeah, because his hands are handcuffed and then his legs are tied to his neck.
Yeah.
But he gets out of he had the key to the handcuffs in his pocket. Yeah, they didn't pat him down. What are you doing? He doesn't he didn't have it like under his tongue or something like that.
No,
like
it was in his pocket.
Yeah.
It was in his back pocket.
Which he can still totally reach with the way that they have him cuffed and tied.
Right.
We just see him be like, click, click, clackety clack. So these two goons come in who he kills those guys, and now he's dual wielding pistols like a proper 90s action hero.
I should also mention while Paulo, I guess was his name, was interrogating the man who comes in to tell him about the hacker kid.
Mm-hmm.
The way that the doors open, it happens on I'm assuming this is on accident. There's a music swell that happens as he enters, and he's got this like deep sort of V like long jacket. Enzo is his name, and the way he enters is so grandiose for a character who is not important at all. It was very strange.
When he came in with that long coat, it should have been and a long jacket.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just had to bring.
Why the import to this guy entering the scene?
I don't know.
Boss,
but
that hacker kid is here.
Yeah, that solidified my love of all of the henchmen in this film. They're all so good.
This movie is grade A henchmen, no question.
Grade A henchmen. Yeah.
These are the best henchmen we've seen by far. So now he's dual wielding pistols and shooting everybody, and they speed away the Paulo and his goons. Some of them. Eric Roberts managed to shoot some of them. We don't have to go through the shootouts because they're so boring, man.
They're all the same thing. Yeah.
And Eric Roberts is like, oh no, he's going to call and have my family killed since you gave him the files and that's what he has. And the kid's like, don't worry, I did something technical with a thing and now they can't use their phones. And then a line that would never be in a movie today, which is Paulo can't use his phone, so he goes, find me a phone booth.
Now, John, we're about to get to what might be the best part of the film. I think
I agree.
The sequence involving the phone booth is one of the greatest moments in cinema history. It's true.
Well, first we get like, oh no, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna chase him? And Hacker Kid pulls out some pliers and he writes this down, and I wrote this down because this is our next one-liner nominee.
Yeah.
I can hotwire any mechanical horse, Kimosabi. Somebody wrote that.
He talks like this. Somebody wrote this down. And said, yeah, all right. And then somebody else read it and was like, yeah, we'll direct this. Yeah, we'll put this in the film.
Only movie. This is the last movie this guy ever writes.
Yeah,
one of only two films he wrote in his entire career, which both came out in 1999. Both his movies came and went in the same year, and this guy's career was over.
Thank goodness. The world is a better place for it.
Oh, I'm sorry. We just saw your movies. We can't let you write films anymore.
This is not allowed. This is a crime.
We can't.
This counts as a war crime. We can't.
It's almost. I mean, we talked about we try to watch movies that are on streaming services, and this was up until the week we actually were going to watch this on Amazon Prime. That was taken off almost like Amazon Prime went, Jesus, we have that movie? Get that out of here.
We can't have shit like this on our service.
Oh, we just found out we put Hitman's Run up there. What? Get that off of there. Jesus Christ.
We can't ruin Amazon's pristine reputation. We can't tarnish its good name.
Not with this. Jesus, get that out of here.
Yeah.
Who let that happen? Then, yes, they stop and pull over to a phone booth. A phone booth that is once again just kind of dropped in the middle of this. It's not in the street, but it's on the sidewalk, and it is sort of just dropped in almost like an alley.
Yeah. Yes.
And it looks like production just put a phone booth in.
Yeah, because there's nothing else around it. It's just, again, an empty space where they put something. And there's a reason why they put this here in a similar spot to the street vendor.
Yes.
Because it is... I mean, go ahead, John. Explain.
Well, so Paulo says, I want you to call the boys and tell them to kill his family. And I want proof that they did. And so then, this is my favorite thing, this big, wide henchman gets in this little phone booth and makes a point to close the door behind him. I'm going to need some privacy here as I order this murder.
Hey, don't listen to me.
Yeah.
Don't listen to me while I'm doing the hit.
When all of a sudden, we hear a car coming, and roaring down the street is Eric Roberts. And I thought, as this was happening, I went, no, he's gonna take out this phone booth, isn't he?
And he does.
He's speeding at the phone booth, and the guy is on the phone. He turns, he seems like, oh no! And then he can't get the door to open back up, and he's like, ah! And then he just destroys this thing.
This phone booth was clearly made out of like thin wood, like plaster or something. Like
it explodes into pieces. The part of the phone and the guy's body roll over the car.
And you actually see the body roll over the car, which makes me think that a stuntman actually did that.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it was so. Oh my god, I loved it.
I openly applauded when this happened.
Yeah, it was so great. I loved it.
So he's taking this guy out, and now he's facing down Paulo, who's they have guns pointed at each other, and Paulo says, "You can't kill me. You're a changed man." But he's already killed like 40 other people in this movie.
He just ran a man over in a phone booth.
Yeah, you can't kill me. You're a changed man. Did you see what he just did?
That man is not waking up from the coma he just was put into.
That man's in pieces on the road.
That man is more broken than he will ever be.
His head is facing the other direction. It's turned fully around. He's folded in on himself.
The wire going into the phone is wrapped around his neck like a noose, you know? Like this man is
He's as dead as dead can be.
There's still bits of him on Eric Roberts' car.
And then he just shoots Paulo.
He just shoots him.
Yeah. And then they're like, good. And so they go get his cell phone rings, and it's the guys on the boat. Because for some reason...
They're on a boat now, yeah. Can we just say that it would have been such a good time to just like, after he shot him, after he says, "You can't shoot me, you're a changed man."
Oh,
he walks up and wait, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say this was my missed opportunity for "You can't kill me, you're a changed man," and I'm like, okay, Eric Roberts, what's your response? Nothing.
Okay.
This was it. This was the thing that pissed me off because "You can't kill me, you're a changed man" feels like a setup for the one-liner. Now I'm trying to think what it would be.
He says, "Keep the change."
Ooh, yes, that's it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up. That's so funny. Keep the change.
God damn it! And he doesn't do it.
It doesn't say anything.
Because I thought the second he says, "You can't kill me, you're a changed man," I thought, uh-oh, here we go. That's a total part A of the couplet of a one-liner.
Yep.
Nope. Nothing. Thanks, movie.
Why do these movies keep doing it? They keep setting things up unintentionally and dropping the ball. It's just in every film.
And they're not hard to write those either.
No.
Like, it's so easy to set up. And you're setting up yourself. You can write the last part first, and then write the setup. It's so easy.
It could be anything. You could set it up in any way you want.
It's so easy.
It's not. Oh,
it's really not hard to write those. The hacker gets on the phone with
The hacker just picks up this guy's phone and answers it like the tool that he is. Like
basically
he does
crank calls these gangsters.
He's basically pulling a Bart Simpson calling Moe's. You know what I mean? Like
the guy's like, "Who is this? If I ever find you."
Eric Roberts' family is being held hostage by this mob, and your father. Why are you doing this?
He's just singing them good, man. It's nonstop. Yeah. He's a little scamp.
And Maggie and I were watching, and our reaction would be, if we were the mob and we heard that first thing, we would have just shot the family.
Yep.
We would have just been like, fuck you. Don't fuck with us. They're dead.
Yeah.
You know, like
there is a point where he does this shtick for a while, and then Eric Roberts is just like, "Give me that phone, my God."
Yeah. It's like, my family is on the line, you idiot. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's horrible. But anyway, they find out they're on the boat, and so they got to go to the boat now so we can have a climax this movie. But then as they walk away, we see that Paulo isn't dead, despite the blood coming from where his heart would be.
Dun, 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 dun.
He died. Did you expect this movie to end, like have its final scene, and then cut to his eyes opening and he's still alive?
Yes, I did.
He can't be killed.
I expected him to be a cyborg from the future,
He
John.
was clearly shot in the heart here.
Yeah. Yes. Like, obviously he was shot in the heart.
Yeah. And so he's not dead. So then they go to the boat, and I actually don't remember you know what? Just forget this one-liner. It's not good. It's another dumb thing the kid says. We're not going to even nominate because I don't even remember the context, and it's stupid. We have enough. Anyway, they go to this boat. Once again, I think he tries to not get him to go to the boat, and the kid's like, "You mean you're not going to take me? You don't care
like
about
my father didn't take me?"
I'm just like, we don't need another scene of him debating taking the kid to the thing, you know?
No.
But instead, we do find out very late in the game that the CIA is involved in all of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do
love. Seems like a good time for this plot twist.
There's a line where somebody says the CIA, and somebody says, "You mean the Central Intelligence Agency?"
No, the other one.
The Columbia Intrigue Association. Because I'm just like, we all know what the CIA is, man.
Oh, God.
You're talking about the Central Intelligence Agency?
This feels very much like a line that Ice-T would have in Special Victims here.
Yo, you mean that's the Central Intelligence Agency? Yeah, now you're getting it, Ice.
Oh, I see. It's like when it's that John Mulaney.
It's that whole John Mulaney joke.
Yeah,
you mean there are guys who are into little girls? Yeah,
with pigtails.
Yeah,
yeah.
They're called pedophiles. I feel like you should know about that.
Yeah.
This is I great. Get it.
This is a. If you haven't seen John Mulaney's stand-up bit about it, it's so good.
All of John Mulaney's Law and Order jokes are amazing. He's got some great Law and Order bits.
But yeah, this moment was incredibly reminiscent of it.
It had that exact same pattern of, you mean the Central Intelligence Agency? What else could they mean? But also, what is the CIA? I don't actually fully understand what the CIA has to do with this. Because we find out the crooked FBI agent is actually a crooked CIA agent. He's like a triple agent. He's a CIA agent inside the FBI who's working with the mob.
You'd think that the FBI and the CIA would have been communicating with each other about that. I mean, I'm not saying they have to be the most cohesive, two organizations, but
they're actually pretty bad about communicating with each other. It actually is a real problem in reality.
What about like people moving from
one
to the
that I don't that I think they don't tell each other about tips, because like that's a huge reason why 9/11 happened. But watch The Looming Tower if you have any interest in that, which is basically an entire miniseries about the lack of communication between the FBI and the CIA.
What streaming platform is
that's on Hulu.
Okay,
it's really good. Jeff Daniels plays the head of the FBI or head of the CIA, and Alec Baldwin's in it. It's really good.
Sounds very good. I will check it out.
Yeah, really good stuff. But also you're just like, God damn it, you guys. Because they just fucking hate each other in real life.
Yeah.
They cannot stand each other. And that's great. And then they don't like local law enforcement, and local law enforcement doesn't like them, so nobody's talking to anybody.
That seems productive.
Yeah. But now, this CIA agent / crooked FBI agent / mobster, whatever he is.
It's got a lot of titles.
He and another CIA agent, I guess, who just appears out of nowhere, sneak onto this boat with rifles, and they're dressed all in black.
Yep, nothing out of the ordinary
and they're planting a bomb. A really large bomb too. I don't know how. I truly don't know what's happening at the end of this movie.
What their intention was, like obviously they wanted to blow up the ship. But why is not clear.
No, this is such a needless thread in this movie.
It's not. It's very strange. I do like how Eric Roberts confronts these two CIA agents. He just kind of like casually steps out, and they instantly see him, and then he just kind of like steps back in, but his like leg is still out, so it would have been shot.
Yeah,
I don't know. And then
he just shoots both of these guys.
Casually shoots both of them.
Well, one guy starts to get up, the main guy, and I'm like, oh, he's still alive, and then Eric Roberts just shoots him in the head.
Yeah,
and then says his first one-liner of the movie, "I hate Kevlar." To which I'm just like, so we establish this guy, then we reveal he's CIA, and then he's just dead.
Yep.
This movie.
The twist didn't mean anything.
I mean, this movie moves so quickly because everything happens instantly. Characters appear and then are murdered right away. Like, it's just nothing goes on for too long in this film before we're on to something else.
It's very quick, but there's no economy to the structure of the screenplay.
No.
You know, like there's just needlessly too many characters that you can't follow them. Several people who could have been the same person. We mentioned it before. But So then Eric Roberts is like, "How about you defuse this bomb?" He basically,
hey, hacker guy who's good at computers, you can totally defuse a bomb, right?
Hey, 17-year-old, would you mind diffusing this bomb for me? I'm just gonna go this way.
The other thing I thought, they're in the middle of they're in the water. Throw the bomb out in the ocean. Yeah. Just if you throw that thing well enough, like just because it's a big bomb, but I feel like you could get a good distance on how far you throw it.
It's like a good, football or shot put size.
It'll explode underwater and it's fine.
Yeah.
Why do we need to defuse it? Also, the only way to defuse it apparently is to just type random numbers into the keypad on the. That's all the hacker kid is doing. He's just like 5467 2158. Not it.
I gotta find the pattern.
Yeah. 0000. No. 0001.
The input system looked a lot like, funny enough, a phone booth, like buttons.
Yeah.
So I wondered if there was a connection there.
We took the pieces of the destroyed phone booth and they built this bomb.
Yeah, exactly.
He does say one thing. He calls the mob boss, and he has another one-liner here where he says, "Your partner left you a going away present. It's shaped like a bomb."
What is it? It's a bomb.
Okay.
Oh!
So here's where the problems start. Eric Roberts confronts.
Right here.
I'm sorry. Here's where the weapons problems start for sure.
Okay.
I mean, people have been shooting their guns stupidly. Eric Roberts has a Glock handgun, and he comes into the room and he puts it under the mobster's chin, but the slide is locked back, indicating that the magazine is empty.
Yep.
But then when he points it the other way and it cuts to another angle, the slide is now forward, indicating the weapon is armed.
I would like to think that the momentum of him swinging it just
all they need to do was add in just like the sound of the gun.
Yeah. And at some point a bullet was put in there. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Well, he put the mag in, but he forgot to hit the release to put the slide forward. Maybe
why
you would do that, but the idea of pointing that gun at somebody with the slide back looks really stupid. And it happens again later. The bad guy does it too. He's actually like checking corners with the slide locked back.
With basically a useless firearm.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I think at one point, I swear at one point, he fires it with the slide still locked back.
I think you're
I swear
right. Yeah.
he shoots and you hear the gun go off, even though the slide is locked back, which is impossible.
Yep.
Movies don't understand how guns work.
No.
How are you making a movie like this and you don't have just we're talking basic firearms understanding?
Just Google it. Obviously this is 1999. So
I was writing a comic book script the other day, and I watched a YouTube video about how a Glock 19 fires because I needed to understand how the bullet goes into the chamber to write something that was happening in it, and I wanted to get it right. So I needed to understand how it was fed into the chamber specifically to do this piece of action I was writing, and I don't want to get emails about that.
Yeah, that's fair.
The other thing in this movie, Listman, did you notice, and I wrote this down as a general note for the film, the boom mic is visible at least 4 times in this film.
I didn't see it.
It's
I
there.
missed
It dips into frame a few times. There's a really good one in the nightclub where it is a shot with Eric Roberts in the foreground. The hacker kid is in the background, but he's out of focus. And you can see the boom mic hanging out of focus. And I thought, oh my God, that's the boom mic. It was out of focus. Then it rack focuses to the kid, and you just clearly see the boom mic now. It's so bad.
Man, how did I miss that? I love shit like that.
And then a couple times it just dips in dialogue scenes. You sort of see, you gotta look, it just sort of crosses the top of the frame,
It's so good.
I know. How do you let that happen?
So good.
Yeah. Then now that we have the big thing that is Eric Roberts has his gun on the mob boss, and he goes, you know what? I'm not going to kill you. Seymour's going to testify, and you're going to jail for what you deserve. And he keeps going like, this family is dead. I have my family now. And I thought, okay, this is their attempt at an arc, right? He could murder this guy, but he is a changed man enough to say, I'm going to let justice be served.
I mean, he's murdered a bunch of people up to this point, so, seems like a weird shift all of a sudden. But
right,
hey.
But it's just like, Seymour is going to testify, and you, he turns into Pacino from Heat. Brother, you are going down. I did think the guy playing the mob boss is kind of somewhat doing a Pacino. He's got a little bit of that in his voice, just a little bit. He's not fully up here, but he's got a little bit of that in there.
A little bit of that Pacino magic.
I love the idea of them. You think this script ever passed Pacino's? No, man, not in '99. We're still
they should have talked to him. They should have talked to him these days.
Yeah, now he'd be like, I'll think about it.
Well, I did Jack and Jill, so I'll do anything at this point.
Did I tell you about that when I saw that interview with him where they talk about, you don't have to work, right? You must have enough money. He's like, oh, well, I actually made some bad investments a few years back.
You did tell me about that.
And I love that, where it's just like, oh, that's Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got into a couple schemes there, and they took advantage of me, so I lost my Godfather money. Yep. So let's see. So he's like, "Don't worry, that's gonna happen." Meanwhile, the father and son reunion while disarming this bomb.
Sean, okay.
This might be the best scene in the movie.
This kid has 2 characteristics. One, he is so endlessly irritating and he never shuts up.
Yeah.
And 2, he's looking for his dad. He wants to meet his dad so bad.
Well, he's such an irritating little shit because he never had a dad.
Never had a father.
That's why it explains his behavior. I would love it if this guy was like a really contemplative, thoughtful actor in real life, and he's just like, I realized that so much of my character's, annoying qualities were because he never grew up with a father, and he was never really taught the right way to interact with people, and he's got a lot of rage inside him.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
I doubt it because this scene is so like you finally see your father. I guess he wouldn't have known that was his father because he's never. Does he know what he looks like?
I don't know. I think he does because he hacked into the FBI system to find his father, so he must have found the file.
Right. Yeah.
Because he does seem to know him here, because the guy's even like, son. Hey, son. Because he's the nerdy accountant. Hey, son.
I see you defusing a bomb here.
Because he even goes, Dad, maybe now's not the time, but then they still launch into the thing. I'm sorry I was never there for you.
But
I want to start over.
Not excited about... Like, he has no reaction to his father showing up. Like, he's seeing his father for the first time.
Yeah.
And he does not give a shit.
And then meanwhile, they're having this heart-to-heart back and forth, and we actively hear the bomb ticking. And we saw the time before they started talking. I'm like, it would have already blown up. It would have blown up 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Because it's counting down rapidly.
Yeah.
And then... I guess he just, by typing random numbers, eventually types in the disarm code.
Yeah, because the dad knew how to defuse a bomb, right? He was giving him tips, like he was, like he was.
But there's no like cutting of wires or anything. He's just punching in numbers on the thing. Boot doot boot doot 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 doot, and then it eventually, with 1 second left, it stops.
Yeah, it's not really explained how or why it was diffused.
And they're like, "We did it." And then he's like,
Yay!
I'd like to start over again and be your father.
Hey, thanks, Dad. Oh, you missed so much.
And then I'm thinking, well, the movie's over except for, oh, no, because now the son of the mob boss is on the boat, and he gets Eric Roberts' wife. He's got her. He's holding a gun on her. Meanwhile, Eric Roberts is holding a gun on his dad.
Yeah.
And then Hacker Kid just comes in and hits the Bob's son, Paulo, in the back of the head, which caused him to let go of the wife. And then Eric Roberts, even though we had the whole thing about, like, we're going to let Seymour testify and you're going to jail, he just guns down the old man mob boss.
Just in case you thought any amount of arc was going to happen, they just wanted to just make it clear.
Just
no, don't worry.
Him full of lead, man.
There's no character arc in this.
And I'm like, man, I thought this was going to end with... So now it's like, well, so none of this matters anyway. Seymour doesn't even have to testify because everybody's dead.
Yeah. You're right, John. None of it matters. Nothing in this movie matters.
I'm starting to think this movie doesn't matter. I'm starting to think this movie might not make sense as a story.
I don't think this movie's any good, John.
What? No.
I know.
Here's the thing. This is on the upper tier of movies we've watched.
I know.
And it's still horrible.
That's what's so frustrating is just like my taste in films is, I think, forever tainted, It's like when you're trying to, you burn your mouth on something too hard, or your tongue, and now you can't taste anything anymore. You can't enjoy the subtleties of flavor anymore. It's gone. It's burned out of you.
This movie, man.
This movie.
Yeah.
This movie.
And yet we're still like, I don't know, it was okay, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Some of the acting is okay.
But so it turns into this chase across the boat between him and the son. And then, yes, at a certain point, he grabs onto a rope and swings out from the boat, and I thought he was going to kick him.
No.
Well,
I mean, he eventually does. But he has to swing out once, just for good measure. And then the second time, he kicks him, which is great because
the second time he grabs him with his legs.
Slowly. Oh, that's right.
He doesn't. That's what I thought he was going to kick him, but instead he grabs him with his legs, and I thought, oh, he's going to do like a neck break with his legs. Nope.
No.
Instead, they just grapple for a while.
And again, bringing back a bit of tension in this scene.
Yeah, I know. You were the best lover I ever had.
Not the first time Eric Roberts has ridden this man's face.
You made promises to me that we'd be together forever. I gave you the best years of my life. I do love the idea this is just a lover's quarrel movie, essentially. So now I want to fully understand the mechanics of what happens here. Because the rope gets around Paulo's neck.
Somehow.
And then Eric Roberts activates some sort of mechanism that the rope is attached to.
Yes.
That hoists him up and hangs him. Though, and I watched this both listening to it and had the subtitles on, you hear his neck break when it pulls him up.
Yeah.
And it even says break all in caps on the subtitles. And yet he's still flopping around and going, hey, what's going on? Even though, well, wait a minute now. He's either going to strangle to death or it's going to break his neck. It can't be both.
And it wouldn't have broken his neck.
Probably not, because he's not dropping from it. It's lifting him up. It would have strangled him.
Oh, yeah, he would have strangled to death.
But somebody in the sound effects department on this movie goes, I better put in a neck break in here. But not right before he dies. Instead, it's just, and then, a chef's kiss of a line from Eric Roberts here.
It might be the greatest one-liner of all time. That's not
Paulo's
true.
body is swinging there, and he's dead. And by the way, for some reason now there's blood coming out of his mouth too, which it would be oxygen deprivation. Anyway. And Eric Roberts just looks at his body and says, now that's Sicilian style.
I was confused by this one-liner. I loved it. It made me laugh. But what is this like pizza? Like Sicilian style pizza?
I think that's the idea here because they're Italian.
But there's
no. It's not referencing something from earlier in the movie.
Yeah, it should be, but it's not.
No, nobody's arguing about whether or not something's Sicilian style. Earlier, I don't know.
No, nobody runs a pizza shop. You know, there's no mention of pizza.
I swear, it's just the writer going, because it's Italian.
Yeah. He could have just said Italian sausage, and it would have been just as clever.
Now, let me ask you this. We'll play a quick game of this here. Eric Roberts on this rope. Real actor or stuntman?
I'm going to say stuntman.
I think it's a combination of both. I think there is a stuntman here in the middle. But it seems
like slow and awkward. It's not, like, exciting at all. He would have been shot while swinging around.
I think when he's close to the boat, it's Eric Roberts. But the one shot where he fully swings out over the water is wide enough that I think that's a stuntman. But I do think they probably started Eric Roberts out a little bit because when he swings back into the boat, it's him and you see his face.
It's definitely him. Yeah.
So I think it's Eric Roberts swinging off, stuntman doing the big swing out, then Eric Roberts coming back onto the boat. It's not too bad.
I still don't fully understand why he had to swing twice to, like, what? Just make it one. Like, just make it one.
That would be
dramatic
exciting.
swing.
Yeah, because it's like it's a swashbuckling Errol Flynn kind of moment. It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So just have him swing in. And like I said, he should have just swung in once, kicked him, and then been up for the fight. Like, instead, it's always awkward. It just has to be slow and awkward.
And there was like a part of the fight where there's like a pole sticking out, and they're like punching around it. I'm like, ooh. He should like use that to break the guy's arm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like using your environment around you. And it's like, no, that doesn't happen.
No, this movie,
like, no.
this movie just is always just like, it's on cruise control permanent. It's always just like, we're just sort of chugging along.
It's doing its thing, you know, the little film that could.
Yeah, we're not creeping up over 40 here. You know, we're just keeping it light. So then everybody's reunited and we're all happy. And I do like that his wife now is just like, boy, you've got some explaining to do. But I still love you, even though I just watched you murder a bunch of people.
So many. Yeah, nobody is affected in this movie by seeing countless deaths.
No, and like, Seymour and his son are reunited. And Yeah, there's no, and the little girl's just like, Daddy, can we go home? And he's like, we sure can. There are no consequences for murder.
And then they all drive off together.
They do. They all get in a car together in the limo that the mob boss has been driving around. The mob boss who's pumped full of holes up on the boat. I mean, once again, we've talked about this before. Cops rolling up to this boat. Jesus Christ!
What did we walk into?
Mother of God, it's a massacre. With no context.
Daryl, there's a bomb on here. Why was there a bomb? I don't understand.
I want the detectives to investigate, trying to put the pieces of what happened.
Again, it's very akin to Willem Dafoe in Boondock Saints. You know, that's what I want. I just want the scene like
firefight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
God, this movie's, and then also, and this comes just hours after we found multiple hotel rooms full of dead FBI agents.
Also, a random nightclub got shot up.
Random nightclub got shot up. A bunch of people are dead in a factory full of cocaine sinks. What is going on in this city?
Yeah, this movie is buck wild.
It is absolutely insane. But it is more fun than some of the other ones we've watched. No question about it.
I would agree.
I mean, look, our favorite kill of the movie. It's the phone booth, right?
It's easily the phone booth. It's
second,
also the best stunt of the film.
The second it happened, I said, well, there's the best kill.
That's the best kill.
I mean, the only even other nominee would be this hanging one, because everything else is just a gunshot death.
Just boring. Yeah.
But that phone booth was the highlight of the picture. If somehow that clip is online, I don't know if it is, seek that out, because that's really the only part worth watching of this thing.
Yeah.
All right, well, we have to declare the official one-liner in the movie. We have a few nominees this week.
We do.
So here they are. First off, upon seeing that Eric Roberts is alive, one of the mobsters says, "I'm seeing a Jersey ghost here in La La Land." When Eric Roberts says that the hacker kid should follow him, he says, "I'm sticking to your ass like cheap toilet paper." When the hacker kid is saying, "How much would it cost for you guys to make a hit for me?" Eric Roberts' mentor slaps him in the face and says, "Sometimes it's free."
Yeah.
Then later, when his mentor has a gun to Eric Roberts' head, he says, "I can't shoot you in the heart. You don't have one." When they need to escape from one of the warehouses, the hacker kid pulls out a pair of pliers and says, "I can hotwire any mechanical horse, Kimosabi." Upon shooting a guy that he thought was dead and then realizing he wasn't, having to kill him again, Eric Roberts says, "I hate Kevlar." Then, while telling the mob boss that the CIA guy left a bomb on the boat, he says, "Your partner left you a going-away gift. It's shaped like a bomb." And then finally, after hanging the main villain of the movie, he says, "Now that's Sicilian style."
Yeah. And this is tough because his mentor has probably the best legitimate one-liners, but some of the weird one-liners that don't work are so bad that they're almost work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's so tough. I'm I'm drawn to the Sicilian style because how it was played is just like, yeah, got it, nailed it. You know,
it means nothing. I too am drawn to the sheer nonsense of it, because I just sat here going, "What? Did I miss something? Where was this set up?" So earlier in the movie we have a setup for a one-liner and no one-liner, and here we have a one-liner without a setup, but they don't go together.
Nope, they do not make a whole.
They're each two halves of a one-liner without the other half.
Oh God. Oh my God, John.
Well, that Sicilian style also feels like it should be. It's played like it is the one-liner of the movie.
Right.
It's the close-up on him after he kills the main bad guy. I mean, it's the yippee-ki-yay motherfucker of this movie.
Exactly. And I think the gusto behind such a stupid, nonsensical line it perfectly wraps up.
The sincerity,
summarizes
the commitment to it.
Yeah.
I think I agree. I think we have to go with now that's Sicilian style.
Yes.
Well, Litzman, as you know, I'm always determined to find the strangest IMDb reviews for movies. And this week, there's a lot of reviews for this movie. A lot of them seemingly indicating what we're talking about, which is just, this isn't great. But here's one. I found one that seems to acknowledge it's not great, but is just A-okay with that. And this is a review from IMDb user KRB206.
Love their reviews.
Title of the review: "It'll never win an Academy Award, but it sure is entertaining." Although more intelligent than the typical blow it up and grunt a cocky one-liner before kissing the girl action flick, Hitman's run will never win any awards for drama. But hey, let's face it, if you like drama, you were probably not shopping for a movie with a picture on the jacket of a large gun aimed at your face. I really enjoyed this movie, and agree with the other comments that the writing was quite good, although I felt the direction was a little heavy-handed at times. The dialogue was biting and witty. Overall plot development was solid without getting in the way of the action, and the characters were as believable as you're going to find in this genre. I would highly recommend this film. Yeah, what is this guy talking about?
I don't know what film he saw, but it's not this film.
The dialogue is biting and witty. And the characters as believable as you're going to find in this genre.
So the action genre, like there's no action movies with better characters than this.
No. This is as good as you're gonna get.
This is the cream of the crop.
I just love that everything is like a low bar for this guy to cross. Like, hey man, what do you want? Like, seems to be the attitude here. I don't know. Look, man, whatever. Eric Roberts has a gun on the cover. Okay.
Who cares?
Yeah. I have no standards is basically what this guy is saying. All right. Well, now you know what it is. We have to come up with another vehicle for Mr. Eric Roberts.
Yes.
He's looking for a new film. We're going to randomly generate the title of it, and then we're going to try to figure out what the plot of it is here. So I'm going to hit the randomizer right now and get the title of Eric Roberts' next vehicle.
And as always, our people will be contacting their people, so
yes.
we'll be in touch with Eric Roberts' people for the signing of the contract.
Absolutely, all these movies will exist, of course. Here it is. It's randomized, listening, and the title of Eric Roberts. It's Eric Roberts in Fatal Blood.
Fatal Blood. Okay. Okay.
Fatal Blood.
Fatal Blood.
Yeah.
Okay. So Do you have something?
Yes. I just have a profession for him. He's an ER doctor.
Yes.
So this is he's a normal guy in terms of he's not an action hero to begin with, but he's pulled into a situation involving black market blood.
Yes, exactly. Harvested from prisoners of war and like refugee, like some real dark shit.
Yeah.
But is it revealed that there's something else in the blood?
Uh-oh.
Something that causes people to follow their darkest impulses?
Oh, no, it's evil blood.
It's evil blood! Because the people who were killed were killed in such gruesome ways that their spirits haunt this blood, I guess. I don't know.
There you go. It's haunted blood. I love it.
Yeah,
a rash of random killings around the city. And Eric Roberts, this ER doctor, is suspicious of the new, batches of blood they've been getting. This isn't normally where they get the blood from. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is odd. And then eventually one of his patients comes at him. And then he's got to go around the city with a sexy female police detective.
Of course, yeah.
And they're trying to figure it out. Who's behind this? What is the deal with this? Who is supplying Los Angeles with fatal blood? There you go. Coming soon to a red box near you, Fatal Blood. Oh, man. Looking forward to that. Once again, a movie that will totally exist.
It's going to happen.
Well, next week on the show, Lisman, very excited about this because I think, without a doubt, this is the best title of any movie we will ever cover on this show.
Yes, it is.
I don't think we're ever going to top this title.
I don't think it's possible.
Next week on the show, we are watching Don the Dragon Wilson, arguably the greatest kickboxer of all time, in Future Kick.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I'm so excited for this.
And also, when we talk about movies, we like to keep the runtime low. Lisman, this is officially the shortest movie we've watched, with a runtime of 76 minutes.
I think I love this film, John.
It
I think
is
this is my favorite film of all time.
Barely qualifying as a feature film.
It qualifies on a technicality, really.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As always, I will ask you, would you like to hear the tagline for this movie?
And as always, I would love to hear the tagline of this movie.
A personal quest for vengeance. A high-tech race for survival. Don the Dragon Wilson in Future Kick. And the poster is him with some kind of future gun, a pair of sunglasses with a targeting system on it, and then an inset picture of him kicking a man in the face who is coming at him with an axe with spikes on it.
Do you think he kicks people so hard that they go back in time? or I guess
they go forward in time?
Yeah, they go forward in time.
He kicks them into the future. I am very excited about this movie. This is the first time we'll be talking about Don the Dragon Wilson. Which is awesome. Because he is an incredible kickboxer. I cannot speak to his acting ability. I can't say I've seen much of his work beyond his cameo appearance in Batman Forever.
I mean, I don't need a excellent performance from this. I rarely expect
at 76 minutes we're getting no character development. We know that, right?
That's fine with me. If the action's good, I'm gonna love it. So.
At the very least, we know next week we have a legitimate world champion fighter at the center of the movie. So that should speak to some qualities. And if Kick's in the title, you got to imagine he's kicking people. So
exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll talk about that next week on the show. But that is going to do it for this week's episode of The Action Shelf. I'm John Campbell.
I'm Michael Listman.
Till next week, get yourself some action.
The Action Shelf.
The Action Shelf is part of the Panel Up Podcast Network. Remember to follow us on social media. We're at Action Shelf Pod on Instagram and Twitter. And you can email us at actionshelfpod@gmail.com. Of course, you can also support the entire network by heading over to patreon.com/panelup to get cool, exclusive bonus content.
The Action Shelf.